Welcome to Rumor versus Truth. Now, this is a bonus mailbag episode where we'll answer one listener question outside of our regular full episodes.
We're sharing this as a short standalone bonus, so our main episodes stay focused and on topic. And as a reminder, no CE is available for this episode.
Great point. Now, this question is about gabapentin that came in through our Rumor versus Truth at trchealthcare.com email address. And they asked us, I see gabapentin is used for pets, but is it toxic? So I reached out to one of our specialty consultants, Dr. Tina Wismer. She is a veterinarian and senior director of poison control at the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or ASPCA. So let's see what she had to say. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Wismer, to help us answer this question about gabapentin toxicity in pets. And maybe to start us off here, I'm sure some audience members are asking, why would a pet even be taking gabapentin or be exposed to it in the first place?
That's a great question. So first, I do have to say gabapentin is off-label in pets. Most of our drugs in veterinary medicine, we have very few, so we use a lot that are extra label. So we use gabapentin in dogs and cats for seizure control. We also can use it chronically for pain, or we can use higher acute doses for its sedative effects. So, a stressful situation like going to the veterinarian or thunderstorms, we sometimes take advantage of the sedative effects.
Okay, so since it's used therapeutically, intuitively, it means it's probably not toxic itself. So then where is this toxicity idea coming from with gabapentin that we're getting from some of our audience members?
So, the issue is that many of the liquid formulations contain xylitol. And in dogs, xylitol can cause hypoglycemia and potentially liver failure at high enough doses.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty serious and sounds like it can be deadly. So this isn't an issue in cats though, correct?
Correct. Cats are not sensitive to xylitol.
Okay, so so it's just dogs. It's really good to specify. And then what should pharmacists be looking out for then? Do we then typically just use capsules of gabapentin or tablets for gabapentin in dogs, or can we use certain liquid formulations from your experience?
So capsules, of course, are easiest, right? Because it avoids the whole issue.
Mhm.
But like we tell our clients, we need to read the label. At least one of the major formulations that's liquid actually says on the box contains xylitol, not for veterinary use. So we just need to read. Not all of them contain it, but at least one of the major players does.
Yeah, so pharmacy staff were in a perfect position to look out for that on labels, and you may even need to look closer at the package insert potentially to be sure. So excellent points there. And then let's say, heaven forbid, an actual poisoning does occur with xylitol. What should pet parents do in that case?
So the good news is the amount of xylitol, if this was given therapeutically to a dog, is really not enough to cause problems. The issue is dogs will ingest the entire container of medication because it's tasty, right? It's
Mhm.
sweet. And then they can get themselves into problems.
Yeah, so definitely keep those medications away from pets, just like we do with children, right? And then should pet parents be contacting, typical poison control for advice if something occurs, or what's the best steps there to take?
I would recommend that they call their veterinarian first. If their veterinarian is not familiar with it, then they certainly can give us a call. But what's the most important thing is going to be determining the weight of your pet and how much xylitol they've ingested and to what the risk is.
Great. So reach out to your veterinarian if there's ever a concern. Perfect. Love that advice. And thank you so much for helping us answer this question from our audience members. And I'm sure we'll have some more pet friendly questions in the future. So we'll stay in touch.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, yeah, that, Steve, was a great interview. And it's why I see some compounded formulations with gabapentin with sorbitol instead for dogs, because sorbitol is safer to use in that population, dog population. Uh, so yeah, that's good to know that xylitol definitely is toxic and watch out for it. And it seems like this question is all bark and no bite. Uh, there is a toxicity with some gabapentin formulations, but like I said, it seems like the xylitol an active ingredient and not the active drug itself.
Yeah, and I'm glad we could clarify that for folks. And we have a great veterinary resource called Med Considerations for Cats and Dogs. It gives lots of helpful veterinary tips, including warnings about xylitol toxicity in dogs. So go check it out.
Yeah. So thanks for listening to this bonus mailbag. Keep sending questions through the link in the show notes or email.
Yeah, we look forward to hearing them. And we'll be back with our next full episode on ivermectin coming soon on June 16th. So we'll see you then.